Chair, August, Slovenia. So let me introduce myself. I was the first parasport shooting coach in Singapore, and also I used training Singapore national shooting team, and also for youth shooter. And nowadays I coach on all levels from leisure to professional. So this is to share my coaching life, what I training the student. So from Commonwealth Game, SEA Game. So some of them, they are trying very hard during their training, and also they achieve their personal best. I'm very happy to be them coach. They are very clever. This is Shirley for 2000 Sydney Olympic, for the Youth Olympic in Singapore. So Wen Yi and Carol Lee, and we know our very famous shooter Jasmine Sir. So she shooting for air rifle and win the medal. So the nearest the Youth Olympic is Amanda Mark. I'm very appreciated she achieved her personal best. I also very proud in my coaching life. The three goals represented Singapore team and won the silver medal at the 2006 Guangzhou Asian Games. So why I talk about this three goals? This is our secondary school air rifle club team win the Asian Games silver medal. Very great. So since 2014, I start training the Singapore parachuting team. This is with strong support by Singapore Disability Sports Association. So during the Parashooters game in Singapore, our shooter won some medal. The Richie won the bronze medal, and the Lockraj won the silver, and Evan New won the bronze medal. This is our shooter, Asha. So he didn't reach the best result at the Paris game, but her result reached at a very high level. So let we see our Singapore team during the Para SEA Game 2016. This I mean myself.
National shooters Kelvin Egan or Vina Liu are new to the Arctic project. Kelvin was approached in April by a longtime friend and chef of his capital. When the student didn't go on announcement, he was fired. My first remark in years ago. I think it is a subconscious one for me already 4 years ago. So if you want to go physical with the young people, for example, subconsciously you know you're old, so the person that comes to your mind is okay, let's shoot. A year entry into shooting was even later in June this year. Born with spinal video, congenital condition that results in the incomplete development of the spinal cord, Alina was previously involved in hand typing. She even raced for Singapore at the Asian Games last year. When dislocated left shoulder for the 23-year-old into pistol shooting instead, when she only needs to use her right arm. For anti-will is a very good sport, and the good has to be on your environment. And it is too big to ignore your environment because the environment is distracting. Having your muscles, your shooting for anti-will and your arms and back, and the color of the that's what the work will be doing. Alvina and Kelvin will be competing in the SH1 category. This is sport class for shooters whose arms are less affected by a cannon and can support a pistol or rifle on their own.
So this is our local shooting team that we talk about shooting as a sport shooting. So as everybody knows, So you like shooting, you know the shooting is precision. So if you want to join the shooting, so we know the some organized. So from the world level, we know the International Shooting Sports Federation. This is organized sports shooting developing and also hold the one part of the Olympic and organize. So come to the para sports, the World Shooting Para Sports. This is from the IPC. IPC is the International Para Sports Council. So this organize help developing para sport shooting and also organize link with the Paralympic Games. Come back to our Singapore. So Singapore Shooting Association is control and help the able-bodied to training, developing, and organize, send our athletes to the international competition. So for Singapore Disability Sports Council, so they control the developing and help the para athlete developing the para sports shooting, and also they organize the competition and send our best shooter go to international competition. So let's we look our Singapore para shooting team. So this is during the 2015 Para Sea Games. It's taking place at Singapore. So this our minister come to visit us, and the chairman and our CEO. So at that time, we are very happy. So let me share our parachuting team. We sent the parachuting team went to international competition at 2014. So we have 2 shooters went to the Para-Asian Game at Korea, Incheon. So we also have the overseas training in Korea. So we have the pleasure time during the game close ceremony. This our minister, Li Xianlong, and Grace. So we are very happy our leader come to visit us. And also we make friends with other sports. We know the world famous Paralympic medalist Pin Xiu. So this is our new generation. So students from the school. So our wheelchair shooter happily training. Later we talk about parasport. During the course, the organizer from IPC let me go through the whole history from parasport developing. The time limited here, we talk shortly about Paralympic Games first held in 1960, Rome, Italy. Para in Paralympics means alongside in Greek. Paralympics and the Olympics are parallel and existing together. So from very beginning, they hold the 8 sports events and developing until nowadays, we have 22 summer sports and 6 winter sports. So this we short go through the para sports history. So we look at the para sports division, the make for an inclusive world through para sports, and the mission to lead the Paralympic movement, oversee the delivery of the Paralympic Games, and to enable para-athletes to achieve sporting excellence. So when I come to the para-sports, when I see this mission as a coach, as a sportswoman, I'm really very excited. It's me enable para-athletes to achieve sporting excellence. I'm very appreciated for the para sports. So come to the course. It's the first very certified coaching course for the para shooting. So look at this picture. So, okay, relax. So this lady is our lecturer. She is the Slovenia national shooting team coach and the Olympic and the Paralympic shooting team coach. She is very kind and very nice. Share the experience for training for mental. The gentleman is our coach and the lecturer, Miro. He from the Australia. He training both Australia shooting team and the Paralympic game team. Very experienced and very gentleman for help us. So let me see the coaches for the course. 10 coaches from 9 countries. And also I would like to say the 2 managers from IPC, International Para Sport Council. They have good organized for the course. We are very happy with our manager. So the course fully covers 3 days with the theory, clarification, competition, and the practical. Very busy and very heavy work. So the course, the main target is developing the parasport shooting. And also for today, we come together and meet and talk is want to developing the parasport shooting in Singapore, in local area. So at the course, our lecture, he also show us what they do the research for the able body and for the para sport athlete come to para sport. Why they come? Because from our side, we want to developing, we want to draw their attention, attractive them. So the reason almost same as everyone else as we join the sport. Curiosity most of the time is first. So they want to meet the new people. They want to spend time with friends and the family. For the physical impairment, they also want to participate in sport because they also want to learn the new skill and the hobby, and they want to challenge themselves. So they are not only want to stay at home, they also want to competition. They want to reach their potential and high standard ability. So how can join the sport? The way to participate. So from local the method, we can say from very beginning recreational, the participant for the fun. And just come and just try it. We have many experience, maybe you are same. So somebody or the para athlete just pass through our door, just have a look what happened in our range. So they come, when we introduce to them, when they touch the weapon, they're feeling they like, they can spend the time. When they more and more practice, they're feeling they make friends, they want to make small group competition. So also have club competition. In segregated competition. So this way in Singapore, we know about our Singapore Disabled Sports Association. Each year, they organize and hold para sports game. So shooting is main event for every year. So this I would like to introduce all of us. We have the para sport game and the shooting competition, same as Paralympic Games. So I summary from the course. So what I learned. So I put this in 2 ways. I share my experience with you. I hope I get the information and the knowledge. I hope I can share with all of our coaches if this can help. So the course, including technical rule and the regulation, knowing the community and the sports structure. This is almost same as each kind of sports event coaching course. And from this course, because this para sports, the organizer and the design for the course and our lectures put a more heavy percentage on the classification rule and the regulation. Through the course, our coach work as a group, work as a team. We learn the knowledge and we practice. We know who belongs in which category. So this is for para sport coach and also for our shooting is more important. From our lecture talk, also talk about the training plan and the goal setting. We work on field and off the field. So classification system for the para sport is very important. I think it's special for our para shooting team. So coaches have to know the very basic knowledge, and we know the more important determining will by classification jury and the committee. The classification jury must hold the doctor degree and the license. So that's what the coach cannot decide classification. So we know the technical rule and the regulation, but we also have to have the common knowledge and the special for para sports knowledge as a shooting. So for the para sports and for para sports shooting, we know that very important is equipment because our athlete is lost some function. So equipment can help them, can support their ability. For para athletes, most of equipment are customer made and can be very expensive, as this one, the rifle, track and field, and cycling. It is important to know the rule surrounding the equipment. It may include the weight, material, dimension. After the classification, we need adapter the equipment. Equipment will fit each of athlete. So let we look at this picture. This is one of my shooter. Once we go to competition for equipment check, this for the special part, we have to check so many parts. We have waiting for the jury for equipment control. So you can see this one, this is special for the aiming equipment for the size. So let's look our two jury, what they're looking for. They're looking for extension trigger. So this trigger is a extension trigger for one of our shooter. Here we can see from the very beginning, our shooter have the bionic hand, but for her first international competition, the jury committee denied, refused she went to join the competition. As a coach, at that time, then at a very short time, we designed for the special extension trigger. So eventually, she can go to the competition. So let's relook the result after have the extension trigger with the arm, the pull. This we show very different. This is we trained at Singapore before Para Asian Game at 2018. So we look at the result. The difference from Singapore shooter compared with the finalist, only different with 0.4 point. So this what is the reason I want to go to the international course. I want to learn more the experience and the theory from the course. This course give me great help for my coaching, for my developing. Look at the equipment before we have good equipment. This is after we use the mass purchase and import from the other country. So this fully matched with shooting equipment. So far in Singapore, we only start 10-meter air weapon events. This for air pistol woman, air pistol man, air rifle woman, air rifleman. So the parachuting have the same events for 10-meter and also for the 50-meter. Nowadays, very exciting news is for shotgun. But in Singapore, we haven't started yet. So after classification, identify para-athlete, the category, and fit the equipment. We can see this picture show us for each category. So roughly, I would like let us know about two categories we call SH1 and SH2. SH2 is special, is for the para-athlete. The hand function, at least one hand function lost. So this we call SG2. So in this category, maybe you have some question about it, clearly about. So is it very new for you?
Okay, yeah, Coach, I have a question. Yep. Okay, understand that the event is named as SH1 is standing and SH2 is basically the standing and prone. But how come all the athletes are sitting down? Could you explain?
Okay, so this is for the competition. If the shooter take place at the prone event, even your leg have function or lost function, your lower lips, so you have to sit down. Then identify the category is mean when you conducted the training and the competition, you too able support by shooting table. So without support by shooting table, as this one, we say standing. So you let you too able free without support. Of course, you can support by your body. So this SH2, they put able on the shooting table, actually for the 50-meter. So they can lie down on the floor. The prone is mean able have support. Standing, your able is free. It's not allowed touch any support. Nice explanation, clear?
Okay, thanks, Coach, for the explanation. Yeah, please
Maybe
carry on.
not familiar. Eventually, we will know about parasport shooting. So I would like to share my personal level from the learning course. So the first one, I'm feeling I get networking. We learn from each other communication among the coaches and athletes. And also for the value-centric, as a parasport coach, I feel very important is for passion and integrity. As a coach, we must be very clear and careful with our athletes. So the other from the course, I get more experience. I know the sharing is very important, and also the open-mindedness enhance my confidence. Then I can see more and from different angles, see the sports, see the para sports, feeling what is my parachuter, what they deeply feeling. So this what is one of my shooter talk to me. Coach, do you really understand what is our disabled shooter feeling? I say I know, but after this course, I feeling I more understand. So also thinking out of the box. This is me. So jump out from our parasport shooting. So our lecture gave us many short audio and talk about story about other sports, about other sportsmen and women successful. So thinking out of the box is from this time my coaching experience. So for this one is my personal share. So maybe you want to ask something about this one.
Yeah, hi, Coach. Another question. Yep. Okay. How do you practice value-centric coaching with your parashooters?
So for the parachuter, the Value-Centric is very famous and trading the fashionable token from you can listen the radio, right? The value is me put in the center of our purpose. What we will doing for today? What we will doing for the training sport life, right? For example, so what as a coach, we frankly talk. So we know after the shooter we training so many years, then maybe the shooter forget the coach. So sometimes the coach feeling is lost the balance. It's not fair for our coaches. It's we value about what we do the contribute for our sports, for our training, for educate, coaching our athlete. But actually put value in the center. My opinion, we most of time we put percentage only training them technical developing. We less or less put the value center for respecting and sometimes for responsibility. So this is what I'm thinking. So also as a coach, we need to be very clear and careful with our athlete for communication because they are from the para, that some way is different thinking as the able body. That we're talking about coaching skill and the training plan. This side, I feeling I get the very big benefit from the coaching course. So short summarize, I feeling concept, approach, and the planning. This is very important. I would like recommendation our coaches, especially for the new coaches, we care about the training concept, approach, planning. So we talk about example. So for the course also cover this technique, physical, mental, tactic part. Short time, we limited, we don't talk. For the training method, I feeling I get the new experience and we share from our lectures. So I tidy up from the course learning and from myself. I feeling we separate 3 stages. For the very beginning, we can use describe from our first-hand experience. At the second level, we can say developing level. Develop. So we use diagram of technique and posture. And also for the high level and the data analyze. So look the example for the aiming technique. We say aiming picture. We describe as for the beginning as a coach. So we will say, hey, look, that is aiming picture. That is real size. That is front size. That is a paper target. Oh, beginner look very clearly, they understand. So for the pistol also. So eventually come to the developing level. So during this course, our lecture show us this picture. Then we say aiming picture from diagram for our training. This the picture is quite different from very beginning level. This is the lectures. They spend the time, they make special reset diagram for our aiming. So they say clearly target. So real size, front size, same as rifle. So for the developing level, this is from very beginning is very different. So think about concept, project, and planning. So this is rifle position. This nowadays for our shooting coach and for athlete is very famous for the diagram, for the posture. So for the trigger grip and the trigger time. So this all will help the people developing their technique and the skill. And also very easy for our coach. We can use this describe. I spent 30 years trying to describe by oral, by language. Then maybe our athlete, maybe our student, they don't understand what is the picture like this. So from this course, I feeling the diagram will help me to developing my coaching skill. So this is computer training system. So most of time for the developing level and more important for international competition level for our top coach, then we use digit analysis for our training and the guide our training direction and developing. But as a coach, I also would like remind, so we must firmly for the foundation. Without clear concept for the very beginning training, we wouldn't easily get the high level. You also need to spend a lot of time to reach this digit analysis level. And also from our Singapore side, from our coaches, we look and strongly recommendation use digit system. So this is concept approach for our training. So we go through faster for the training technique and physical, mental, and planning strategy because our two lectures all from the Olympic team. So from course, we learning from each other and we share experience. But I strongly would like to remind all of our coaches, especially for the para sport shooting coach, we have to deal with the consequence of the trauma and the loss, and the mental, physical, and the emotional. The medication of our athlete, especially in prescription and the doping, healthy situation of health, for example, the body regulation. Special when we oversee, then we need careful, we need to use the medicine from the athlete themselves, not from our coach. So from course, I also learning and share the encouragement and the care. So most para athletes are actually stronger than we thinking they are. Also, extending to other out of our team. Our lecture said, right orange stays out of the firing line. In para sports, it's all about spirit. So training for para sports, shooting, training shooter, I'm very happy enjoying the time. So long term, I summary for myself. What is my feeling for my coaching experience, my coaching life success as a coach? From course, we share a story from the organizer, from the lecture. Let me go through the story. So Asha is our...
Yeah, but 2 days before the competition, the chief jury told me that I am not able to use my hands. But fortunately, giving up is not my dictionary. With my coach, we created an extension trigger using my shooter's bag. I believe things happen for a reason, and it's a blessing in disguise that the buying hands are not approved. Because with this extension trigger, I can feel the trigger, how hard I'm going to pull it.
He use hand, he use arm to pull the trigger. Extension trigger. This is the trigger first generation. So this is after equipment fixed. So many parts we spend a lot of time. This is as the reach the high level for the equipment, for the training, the technique, and the score. As a coach, from my side, so I feel successful after our lecture show this story. So the lecturer said he used Esa's story inspiration the Slovenia national Paralympic team. The some shooter was moved. And also after our lecture talk about story, our coaches among the course, they all come to say thank you, Coach Zhang. I'm also moved. What I think encouragement and the sharing is two-way. Two-way, we encourage parasports, we encourage parachuter, and also we encourage ourselves. From this story, then I feeling I'm very successful. Actually, for the personal value, my target is Olympic champion or Paralympic champion. Or even I can value, we need to reach the world standard, the level for technique and for the skill. Or we can develop the big foundation for the athlete. But I didn't reach that. But I feel success. I help shooter develop one attention trigger. This for the most of para sport shooting coach know this. They take picture, jury do question and ask why you can keep this and safe. So encourage myself and sharing. So this is from the course. It's very important. So our further for the parachuting developing, we're going to visually impaired shooting. We already have the workshop. This our young coach for blind shooting. So this is with the program and the SDSC. So let we look more about visual impact shooting. So during the competition, each shooter needs one coach.
We are shooting not with the eyes, we are shooting with the ears. I am shooter, I am body shooter and developer. I heard from the ITC that we need new aiming devices. I make a new aiming device and at the moment this aiming device is in 16 nations shooters shoot with this aiming device. I think it's new device on top of the rifle.
This for aiming.
Which then will pick up the screen light. And the little things above it, and it gives them
all electronic
so they can shoot with the same target.
One push by one parachuter.
Well, a lot of the US systems that are target because you cannot see the target and you just has to listen to the
So very great. They are all very happy from the visual impact. They want to go to the Para World Cup. They want to join the competition. That is the challenge, right? So let me look at the other kind.
And this, despite being blind.
This is a winter event.
Quand je dis aux gens que je fais du biathlon, les gens disent ouais, je fais comment pour tirer. Donc généralement ils demandent comment ça se passe. Après les gens sont quand même assez impressionnés de la technologie qui a été mise en place pour faire ça, quoi. On the shooting range, he has to rely entirely on his hearing. Au tout début, on va avoir un son qui est comment dire, saccadé. Et en fait, au fur et à mesure qu'on lève la carafe, plus on va se rapprocher, plus ça va former. Après, on se continue. Et après, on va devoir chercher le plus aigu possible pour se rapprocher du centre de la cible. Et c'est là qu'on va pouvoir lâcher notre balle. Donc après, avec la pratique, on connaît le son, on a dans les oreilles.
So when the sound is strong, this means you aim it at the center of the target or eyes. Then you can trigger release. So this is for the visual impact. So from the course, our lecture talk a lot of the other sports experience and the successful. Due to the rise of using internet to coaching the other athletes, I think for the marketing, because in Singapore coach, we have the coaching hour and the training session limited, right? I think we must make our training program and my training and our training very effective. I also think about cross-sport learning. So same as the other for the education, they say cross-subject at the university. They say cross-science area, right? Can we say cross-sport learning? This as coach, I also I'm one coach. I also feeling I have responsibility for sports developing. So from our sharing with the other sports, learn from other sports, let we share some the visual audit from other sports. It's very beautiful and ice skating. The technique at high quality level, very nice, very beautiful. Okay, let's we look at the women's synchron diving at Rome 2016.
There you go again. Absolutely stunning. That was spectacular, wasn't it? Beautiful to watch. They're both here doing just the synchro diving only. They're not partaking in the individual event, so they're just here to take the gold today. And a fabulous start by the Chinese.
Actually,
so from the course, we learn the experience from cross sports and the learning and the training and the developing. So make me think about this one. If I, as a parachuting coach, I watch this sport, what I learning from cross learning. So they are very stable. When I touch the floor, when I touch the face of water, this as a coach, we know from the course we learning for the cross sports learning. So from your side, as other sports, as a para sport coach, what do you see our para sport shooting? What you can share our experience. This is what I learning from the international. So later we share the experience and the knowledge for the sport. We look at this picture. This is from 2008 Beijing Olympic. So Burton, he won the 100-meter Olympic champion. So more important, he won a lot, very outstanding for the speed. So we know his very potential for his event. But before his coach found him come training for track and field, he was one other sports player. So at the track and field, he reached the personal best. So look at this picture. The lady is Jamua from a Russian volleyball team. This picture taken at the 2014, the Asian Olympic game. Why she cried? Because Russian volleyball team lost the gold medal. The first 2 rounds, Russian team won, but the last 3 rounds, they only lost a little bit, lost Olympic gold medal. So she is very potential. For her height is 2.04 meters, and for any technical standard, he's the best one in the world among volleyball women players. Why he won? Why they lost? From my personal idea, not share with other coaches. So this different net. We know the volleyball coach Lang Ting is very famous. So at that game, the coaching make different. So this is what I believe. So as a coach, as you made educate, you made a coach. So we think about education, coach, we can make different. So this is what I think I took from the coaching course. So come to the COVID-19, the period as a coach. So how can we adapt our new training condition, the new normal, the training hour limited, the training session limited, but the reach developing still need reach the high standard. Spend a long time as a coach. I'm thinking, how can we do? So summary, and at the last, from my experience, from the coaching course, from share the information, I'm thinking life, healthy, sports, and the physical exercise are very important during this period. I would like summary from myself and bring out, and with our coach together, can we say bring sports to our life and bring life to sports, infuse sports to life and infuse life to the sports. So I think this is as spirit we can let us strong and stand up during this period. So I also hope as a coaches we can make the step. We bring the able, we bring disabled athlete. We try to go bring the life to our life, bring the sports to our life, bring the life to sports. So step by step, infuse sports to life, infuse. So we can reach at the high level. So as a coach, we should, we support the target. We try to reach. I believe we can. So I believe there are passion and the dream in our life. The whole world is the stage. Maybe there are some very small stage. So encourage each other and ourselves, set the goal and create volume. Dare to action. Let we support each other and work together. So lastly, I also would like to share, I will keep the coaching, apply what I learned, and keep growing of the sport. This is why I would like to share my experience developing the parasport shooting. We care, coach, and educate. So I hope I get your feedback. If you have some question, I would like to give the answer. If it take too long time, we will put the next time. So I also would like to say big thank you for CoachSG Chengliang, for Singapore Disability Shooting Sports Association, and for World Sport Parashooting. And also thanks for everyone. And also I would like to say thanks for young coach Eileen for helping me edit slide and my English. I learned from all of sides. So Chengliang, I hand it to you.